Oh, so we can do 2 hours. This is great. Okay, so I'm following DJ Danny on the DJ Danny Show. I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez. Thanks for tuning in.
Good evening, everyone. Today is Tuesday, February 25th, 2020. Welcome to the DJ Danny Show on HamiltonRadio.net, stream HR2, with our brand new time. As mentioned last week, we start at 6:30 to about 7:45 in between, depending also on the guests, because we always want to make sure they end with an awesome, fun-loving song for everyone that tunes in. And real quick, DJ Danny Show was brought to you by
Smoke and Bacon. Smoke and Bacon Community App, a community-based social media platform with over 20 different unique communities and growing. Designed as an ultimate social media platform for people who question the status quo, both those who are curious and those who ask, WTF. You know what that means. Tired of being in Facebook jail? Is your content too edgy, raw, or free thinking? Yeah. Well, we developed the Smoke and Bacon to be the platform for free thinkers and rebels to share what they want. Additional community activities include social contests and giveaways, daily and nightly exciting live streams, new engaging communities launching monthly. Social media the way you want it. Available now in the Apple and Google Play stores. Join us today.
Awesome. So I hope everybody make sure you download Smoke and Bacon, the app. I know one of our guests here tonight, Billy Milko.
Close enough.
Milko.
Just don't call me late for dinner.
Well, thank you so much. I'm really honored and excited to definitely have you all here, especially you, Stephen.
Hello.
Stephen Keller. I have Brian McGee and Billy Micolioli.
That's close enough.
We just call him BM.
Cola. I'm sorry. I'm trying.
Hey, that's you too.
Oh my. Oh dear.
I mean, seriously, you guys say what's his last name?
Milko. Yeah.
It was that easy. Are you kidding me?
No. We call him BM, and this is BM too.
BM.
Well, he's a bigger BM.
But is that, I was going to say, does that stand
That's
for your
height,
initials, or is that because something else? Like something inside joke?
It could be something else.
Joke.
With me, it's something else. Brian just means he's a better, much better.
Better musician, BM.
He laughed at that, though. He definitely laughed at that. All right, so we're going to get a little bit started with, I only know so much about this band, and I know we're all so interested to get to know them step by step and definitely find out how they all met. So who wants to go first onto where music became your go-to?
Well,
and what age?
Age, oh boy.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Well, you know, the funny thing is, Ripped started many, many years ago. Maybe 1989? Does that sound right?
90.
90, okay.
Yeah.
But
I wasn't born yet.
Oh, wow. So we've been practicing. But the funny thing is, Brian has been in the band since just after our first show.
Okay.
So he wasn't at the first actual performance. I met him at a pub in Harrison, New Jersey, and we had mutual friends. So I knew his name, I knew who he was, and his legend preceded him that he could play a mean guitar. So I introduced myself, and we started talking about the music that we were interested in. We liked the same bands, and I actually invited him to join the band, not having heard him play.
Okay. Well, hey, that also works. Now, what was it, the type of inspirations you both kind of combined and
What was our talk about? Probably Alice Cooper and UFO?
Alice Cooper, Deep Purple,
Yeah.
Thin Lizzy, UFO. Just general 70s rock that we all liked with a harder edge. And because we were there, at that time, it was kind of the tail end of the hair metal thing, which none of us really dug. There's some great
that wasn't
guitar
our
players,
thing.
yeah.
You didn't feel like you wanted to whip your hair, though? Or grow it out long? And
Well,
just
we had long
make
hair.
the
We just weren't into that. There's a certain gloss to that music that wasn't us.
Okay.
We were more partying and real.
And what's wrong with that? That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I love partying.
Yes. But that was
so.
us, naturally. And it just came right straight out off of the old radio, WNEW.
Yeah.
Or WDHA out of North Jersey.
Yeah, more DHA, I'd say.
Yeah, but we just weren't about the gloss and the shine of the current hit music.
So before you made Ripped, the band, and you picked all your bandmates and you find Brian, when did you actually, want to do something with music?
Oh, me? It probably went back to being a very young boy, and you hear it over and over again. All the older folks talk about the Beatles.
Okay.
And
Love the Beatles.
I saw that too. I mean, but me, it was more people saw them on the Ed Sullivan Show. That's just a little bit before my time.
Oh my gosh.
But
I know what you're talking about
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I've seen the movie.
Yeah.
But I saw the footage of that, or Elvis at the airport, or the Beatles on Ed Sullivan,
Okay.
and all the girls screaming, and it just seemed pretty groovy.
You just wanted to have that fiction thing, where you had something where girls were screaming.
Kind of.
Because it helps your attitude.
The interesting thing about it was, though, I wasn't really I was a little kid, so I wasn't actually
Okay, you weren't like a
dating
teenager
like
yet.
or anything. I was just
Okay.
like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So if that makes sense.
Having like women scream over you guys for your band and everything. Yeah.
We're still waiting, by the way.
Well, I guess that's why you're here tonight, because we're going to do our best with
That's
that.
right.
Usually
But-
it's screaming,
definitely.
get off my porch.
Get off my lawn.
Get off my grass.
That's
I love
right.
country bears.
Yes. And now Billy's another story that happened way later.
Oh, a short story.
Why is it a short story?
No, make it the long story. You have an hour
Oh.
and more.
Well, I can talk about things. No, actually, what happened was I never really wanted to front a band until I was drunk.
Oh,
Night.
that'll do it.
And jumped up on stage with a friend of mine's band and sang an AC/DC song with them. And turns out one guy in that band wound up being in Ripped, and that was the old bass player, Jack France. And him and I kind of found out we were neighbors, and we hooked up, and just
Okay.
all I wanted to do was just start writing. I just wanted to write, and I was a prolific writer, just writing about anything that I could think of. And I have a pretty warped mind, so some
Were
of the
you
things
trying to do singing?
not
or, like,
really.
what were you
Jack,
going
Jack,
into?
I just wanted to write music, and Jack kind of brought it out of me. And Jack's the one that actually had me get behind a mic in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you can do some stuff. And I'm like, yeah, well, I just would rather write. But we did some recordings and everything, and Jack wound up joining Ripped, and they were looking for a song for an album. So Jack said, well, I got some stuff, but it may not be, really what you're looking for. And he played Steve and the guys a tape, and Steve said, I could work with this song here. So they wound up doing it. And I found out through a friend of mine who has his own bit of record company. His name Mike Penny, and he had some little studio stuff that he did in other bands. He's pretty famous and on the Asbury Park circuit and stuff. And he's the one that got a hold of me. He said, hey, Jack's in a band called Ripped. He said, and they covered the one song you guys wrote. I'm like, really? He goes, yeah. So I got a hold of Jack, and I was talking with him. He's like, yeah, you got to come see us. And then I got a hold of Steve and surprised him up in Teaneck one night. Just showed up out of the blue. They drugged me out of the Pine Barrens, and I'm up in Teaneck hanging out with these guys. Like, these guys are cool. They're really good, and I had a great time. And
you had like great chemistry. And it felt
I
great.
just started hanging out with these guys, and I'm pretty much like the merch guy, the sixth member. I fill in and don't do anything to get on stage at all. But,
So basically,
but I do a lot of. I try to promote
But
them
you
when
help
I
with
can.
like productions and stuff backstage?
Nah, never did anything like that. I just like hang out.
he literally hangs out.
That's all I do is I hang
He
out.
stands
love
in the
it.
front and throws things.
Yeah.
I love it though. He has the best job.
Yeah, I throw beers up there for the guys. and,
That's very important.
yeah, they get thirsty.
You have
just
to
singing,
aim,
playing
right, definitely. Make
hot
sure it
lights
doesn't
and
hit
stuff.
them.
But, yeah, so that's what happened really, basically. And
Yep.
I just basically hung out, and Steve and I became really good friends. And
Yeah. So before we actually met, he had a songwriting credit on my album. on the
Okay,
first
I was
album.
gonna say, so you were definitely, it seems
Including
like you
my
were doing lyricalist.
okay.
Yeah.
So you were a lyricalist. You were writing songs
yeah,
for
that's
them,
all
or
I
like
really
doing the
wanted
best
to do,
that you
yeah.
could. Okay.
Yeah.
You were a little bit behind the scenes, but you got credit for it.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, the chances of me making any money off it are probably slim to none. I don't care. I just thought I was actually very honored that somebody took lyrics that I wrote and went, "Hey, I like this, and I can put it to some
Did
tunes."
they change anything?
Little
Just
drips and
to
drabs,
make
maybe
it
a
like.
couple words here or there that
What
they
song
couldn't
was
really fit
it?
in.
It's called Including My Heart, and we released it in 2010
Oh my
on our
gosh.
first Ripped album.
Yeah,
So-
it was pretty neat because I read the review on it, and what the reviewer said was kind of pretty much what the sound I was looking for. And I told Steve, I said, "Hey, I was really happy with what you guys did with it." I said, "I really, really enjoyed
Like
that
that's what
version
I
of it." Yeah.
wanted, or you had like something deep down in your gut that you wanted
it was
that
it was
certain
really
type.
cool because there was a couple of really
you.
good songs that we had written.
Yeah.
Jack and I did. I mean, I find stuff all the time. When I was moving around and everything, I just found a bunch of stuff that I had wrote probably almost 30 years ago in an envelope. I was like, oh, wow, I forgot all about this. This is really cool. So I got a bunch of stuff that I'm just finally filing away in a file cabinet.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Years
so
ago.
it literally was really
Crazy.
years ago. So
Well, it's funny when you write a song, you don't necessarily, you're not going to remember it necessarily. I've forgotten a lot of brilliant things, and I remember a lot of crap.
Do you mean, but nothing of your lyrics, right? Like, you
No,
know your lyrics. Oh, okay.
Well, sometimes, if it's not like riding a bike.
Oh, I know that.
You know, it's like sometimes I don't practice traditionally. I don't know about Brian, but I pick up a guitar and I write riffs, and I'll write 4 riffs. I'll write 5 riffs. I'll have a song. Then we go down to rehearsal. We're working on a couple new songs for our next album.
Okay.
So we're working on Bob Buechler's song. We're working on a Brian McGee song. I've got a couple songs, and I'm writing new ones, and we haven't even gotten to the one from 2 months ago.
Okay.
It's like you're just, oh my goodness.
Do you ever feel like maybe the riffs that you were using in the first song that never got officially finished, you can use in another song, or you just forget like the
Sometimes.
type of
Yeah,
them?
that definitely happens.
It does happen.
Well, that's good
you
though.
recycle,
At least
yeah.
you kind of, remember it.
Or sometimes you forget them entirely.
And I felt bad until
Things
I caught
get
like
swept under the rug.
I felt bad until I caught like the Who and the Kinks doing it too. I'm like, oh, okay, it's all right.
We all have that problem. I
It
mean,
does, yeah, that definitely happens.
yeah, Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones, he used to keep a cassette player by his bed.
Okay.
And
Wow.
he had one of those 90-minute tapes, 45 minutes on each side. Like 3 in the morning, he woke up, picked up the guitar, hit play and record. You got 45 seconds of satisfaction and 44 minutes of snoring. But that's how he remembered it.
Because he would record himself.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah.
do you guys do that?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
With writing, I would keep a pad and
Yeah.
pencil or pen by my bed.
What happens if you lost your book that had the lyrics?
That happened.
It does happen.
That
Yeah.
did happen.
that's what I'm trying to
that
say.
happened
What's
when I
your-
wrote Including My Heart.
But what's your backup? You got to have something that you can look forward to afterwards.
Budweiser was my backup.
I knew that.
Actually, the night that Jack and I went to go record the song, I had lost my lyric book, and he goes, my nickname was Hoge. He goes, Hoge, what are we gonna do? I says, don't worry, Jack, I got this. So I left the bar, 2:00 in the morning, got home to my apartment, wrote down the lyrics. 9 o'clock, we were in the studio, banged it right out. He's like, I don't remember some of those lyrics like that. I says, I kind of changed, just tweaked them a little.
Yeah,
He said,
I lost my book.
Yeah,
I was going to say, did you remember the majority of your lyrics?
yeah.
Like the best that you can, but
Yeah,
the way that you write them is.
I'm one of those like idiot savants. When I write something, I will 30 years ago, I find something, I go, oh yeah, I remember writing that. And there's just little things I pick up through I heard Frank Zappa used to like go around with a tape recorder after his shows and listen to the roadies and stuff like that and record what they said. And I would just basically do that, but it's all running around in my head, and believe me, you don't really want to be in there. But
Oh, come on. It sounds like a fun place. Budweiser, partying.
There's all sorts of stuff, but
naked people.
there's usually lots of naked
Zappa and
people.
the Mothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. That, for the audience.
That's just how, and I used to do that all the time, and I just kind of basically got out of it for a long time. And when I
It
started
did come out of nowhere, probably. For
yeah.
you,
And then when Steve and all of them started, I found out, they did one of the songs that I had done, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. And I heard these guys, and I just started hanging out with these guys again. Basically, Steve and I worked together for a while and stuff, and it was just they're a fun band, really, really good time.
Now, do you write
just kept
lyrics for them still, or like
No,
can you,
I
or
haven't.
if you have a good song or something you think that should be published, you get
I
to
may
them,
mention
or?
it to somebody. I actually, it's because of Ripped. I really found my love of music again.
Well, we
And it
don't
got
want
me
him to
back
feel
out there,
bad,
man.
so he'll come
Yeah.
up. He'll come up to me with some lyrics, and I'll hang them on the refrigerator.
Yeah. He's like, yeah. He goes, we're
You just
looking
make
at
them
him. We're
feel
gonna work on him.
appreciative
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
it. That's awesome.
Oh, look,
great.
Billy wrote a song. Let's put it on the refrigerator.
It's like what my homework or my grades
Yeah.
were when I was younger. My
Look at
parents were like,
humanity.
"You got an A. You
Yeah.
made the
No, no,
refrigerator."
no.
Yeah.
There ain't no A here. I'll take a C+. I'm a C+ guy. So.
That's right. So now Billy's job is basically to get us beer. Yeah.
And make
works.
sure that
I'm good at it.
He throws it right though. Like you don't want to hit them in the face or something.
No.
Has that ever
I place
happened?
it on the stage gently for them.
Well, the funny thing with us is, as you do know, we're an original band.
Yeah.
So we don't really look for songs like to do. So the reason we did Billy's song was just organic. We weren't searching for a song. We just stumbled upon it. We liked it.
Yeah,
and-
you
and
felt
we-
like a connection?
Yeah.
Or you feel like you could have done something to the song to
Which
give
we-
it life?
Yeah,
we
yeah,
did.
they when I heard it, I was like, wow, that's a really, really cool. It was. I sort of grew up with my parents were my dad specifically. Sunday mornings, getting up, going before we would go to church, he'd play a different album.
Okay.
And one time it may be Tchaikovsky's Firebird Suite, and I heard Yes doing that with Rick Wakeman, and it blew my mind. I was like, wow.
Wow, man.
Rick Wakeman's playing Tchaikovsky. And I started getting into progressive rock like Yes and some of those other groups, King Crimson, stuff like that. I was like, wow, that's some really cool stuff. And my dad always played like country western stuff, Jim Reeves and Eddie Arnold and all these old-time cowboy guys.
I hear your
So
southern accent fine.
I grew up listening to that sort of stuff. So I naturally I gravitated towards the southern rock, country rock stuff that they have out now. So when I did that song, I was sort of trying to emulate the writing style of Don Barnes and not Ronnie Van Zant, but Donnie Van
Donnie
Zant.
Van Zandt, yeah.
And
yeah.
I was like, wow, this is really cool. I said, I was trying to get a 38 special sort of sound. And when they recorded it, the guy that reviewed it was reviewing the song, and he says they brought back like the guitar sounds of 38 special. And I was like, they knocked it out of the park.
That was amazing because that came out of left field, and even when we picked the song, it's not typical Rip Fair.
No.
See, this show wasn't going to be about this song.
Yeah.
That's just the story. But it was really more of a country type of thing.
Okay.
And Jack said, "This doesn't seem like a Rip song." I said, "It will be when our guitars are on it, because that's all."
It was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah.
I was running around telling people, I said, you got to go see these guys, man. I said, and then I started hearing the albums, and then when I seen you guys up in Teaneck, I'm like, oh, these guys are really, I was surprised. I was like, okay, this isn't like,
He's like, I'm going to jump on the bandwagon.
some
now."
guys doing. I'm not really jumping on the bandwagon. I, made shows that I couldn't like that, and now I'm semi-retired, and it's just like, okay, so now I can try to make shows whenever I can, and
Yeah.
and that's what I try to do, and I,
Yeah, he's pretty much the merch guy. At this
help out with what I can. I work security, and
Okay.
I keep all the girls away from them. So since I am engaged now though, so I had to tone that
Thank
down.
you. But when it comes to songwriting, like I said, we don't seek out songs.
Yeah.
Brian, he's prolific. Steve is a great lyricist. I have lyrics.
Wait,
Bob
when you
Bugler-
said Steve, it wasn't you?
no, there's two Steves.
Okay.
I'm the.
That scared me.
Yeah, no.
I thought you were talking like
Actually, you call us all Steve.
Yeah, everybody answered.
Actually, people say, "How do you know when they're talking to you or him?" I said, "If they're angry, they're talking to him." But no, Brian, we all write, and I always wanted that, like a band like Kiss, because whether you like Kiss or not doesn't matter. You had Paul Stanley that wrote, Gene Simmons that wrote and sang. Ace Frehley finally came around to writing and singing. And then the drummer probably had the best rock voice of all four of them in the early days.
Oh yeah.
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 And he had the biggest hit back then. So I always wanted to be in a band like that where you had 4 or 5 characters would work, where you have their individual styles, and it all comes together as one. I've never told Brian, don't play it like that. He'll play however he plays, and I'll play however I play, and
Yeah.
it just comes together.
And it just works that way.
Yeah, we give each other suggestions, but it's not like, oh, don't do this or don't do that.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Because a lot
awesome.
of bands do.
But it's also because
apparently.
you definitely, you guys been in this industry for a while versus like new people that just started. So they're going to be more critique on themselves than you are.
We're pretty weak. Well, we're hard on ourselves, but
You
in
are.
a good way.
Okay.
Like we
How
want to do,
so?
we want to do something. We want to do it right.
Of course.
We're just working on one of Bob's tunes, and it was really, and I probably have the most actual musical training as far as being able to read music and play in different meters and things like that. Eddie was killing me.
Yeah, well,
And
he's good.
we had to figure out like a whole new way to count it. And I said, oh well, like a fast triplet. I'm like, oh okay, like 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. I'm like, killed because it was just like a hair off, and it was driving him nuts, and it was driving us nuts. I'm like, I thought we were doing it right, you know. But I had
That's
to come up
true,
with this
yeah.
new way to
Oh my
count
goodness.
it. Now we got it.
All right. Well, that's awesome. I actually would love to hear a Rip song. I don't know which one you have that you're gonna play first.
Well, you want to do one now? Let's do one now.
Sure.
All right. Well, we're just going to do a little instrumental
Okay.
or a big instrumental,
Whatever you want to do.
and I guess
Deal
Blood,
with
right?
it.
This
Yeah.
is from the first album,
Okay.
and it's a lot different than the one Billy wrote.
Right.
Yeah, it's
I know.
actually better.
I want to.
Nobody said that.
Yeah, I
I
want to
did.
dedicate this to Vic Juris. He was my guitar teacher. One of my guitar teachers. He just passed away, and
I'm
is
so sorry.
phenomenal guitar player. Played with Dizzy Gillespie. Played on Schoolhouse Rock, among many other things. He was one of the top 20 jazz guitar players in the world, according to Guitar Player magazine. And the coolest thing about Vic is, I brought the magazine to show him. He's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that."
Yeah. That's
It's like,
a
oh yeah, he forgot he's on the list with John McLaughlin and Charlie Christian.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, and he was one of the first people, because I wrote Blood on the Sand. It wasn't called that then. I played him, said I wrote a song, he said play it for him. He goes, wow, that's good. So he was one of the first people who actually heard this and said, wow, that's good. Like, develop that. So I did, and Vic, we miss you, and John Blevins too, who we just lost a couple of days ago.
I'm so
miss
sorry.
you, buddy. The Ramblin' Train is coming for you. All right.
And once again, another
Wow.
stellar performance.
Oh my goodness gracious! I felt like I was. It's very calming and very, very soothing. You know that?
That's funny.
Very relaxing.
Because with lyrics, it's actually about war.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
there was no lyrics, but there was
Irony.
just the music.
Yes, yes.
So we actually have a phone caller. Hello.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, you said phone call.
I hope my vehicle warranty hasn't expired.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
I guess,
Silver
I
singles.
guess we're waiting on a phone call.
No, the phone call happened before when you were playing, and I told the person call back in a couple minutes, and I'll wait for that phone call, and then I'll let you know.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good.
That's
So
funny.
the-
And I was on the air
I wonder if
once.
it's my probation officer.
Yeah, I was on the air once, and it was Liberty DeVito, the drummer from Billy Joel's band.
Okay, yeah.
They told him to call back as we're playing, and it's like, wait a second, it's Liberty DeVito. You're putting him on hold for me.
Oh
no,
my
no,
gosh.
no.
Well, that had to feel nice though in your shoes.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised.
But
he
you
called
wanted to
back.
probably finish your song as quick as possible so you could talk to him.
Yeah, it's like, hey man, let's talk to Liberty.
It's like just pause my song for a second and
Yeah.
then we'll get back to it after I'm done talking to you. So
So that's from the first album as well. We got 3 albums currently, and we're working on the 4th.
hello, you're on the DJ Danny Show. May I ask who's calling and where you're from? Okay. Hello, you're on the DJ Danny Show. May I ask who's calling and where are you from?
Hi, Danny. It's the Trivia King from Sayreville.
Hey, John, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Awesome. Are you tuning in tonight?
Yeah, I've been listening to the show. Doc G asked me to give a call in and talk to Stephen Keller.
Hey, how you doing, John?
Great. How are you doing?
Good, good. Nice meeting you. He mentioned you to me earlier. Yeah, great meeting you.
Same here. Same here. I got a lot on my mind. I'm trying to build something there at Hamilton Radio. I'm wondering if you could work with me.
Possibly. You'll have to fill me in. What's up?
Sure. I have a show where it's like a multifaceted show. I bring in independent bands, like young guys, even the older guys, whatever, and I let them do a concert in the studio, and then I interview them. And I've been playing a lot of independent music, trying to promote all these bands, and I ask music-related trivia questions to the listeners for prizes.
Okay.
Gino tells me that you're in a band, Ripped.
Yes, yes.
Yep. And they're amazing.
Yep. I wanted
Thank you. Thank you.
to invite you guys down to the studio if you'd like to do a concert and do an
got a
interview, a
gig.
promo interview.
Absolutely, man.
And,
We'll have to coordinate our dates.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, the interesting
And I'm
thing.
looking.
You go on.
Go ahead.
No, I
Go
was
ahead.
gonna say the
You're breaking
interest-
up a little bit.
Oh, sorry. The interesting thing about indie music now, pretty much everybody's indie. I mean, Cheap Trick is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they're selling CDs out of the trunk of their van, the car. Everybody's indie except, like, Adam Lambert,
Is the van a checkerboard van?
He probably,
Yeah.
Just
Put
like
a
his
picture of
sneakers.
Rick's face on the side.
Yeah, he wears Vans on his feet, too. It's interesting.
I believe that's called the consensual sex van.
Yeah,
Billy
better
would
be.
say that. So, John, Steve, you'll get in touch with him on Facebook, or
Sure.
John, you could reach out to him.
You reach out to me, John. It'd be great talking to you.
Well, I got a couple other things I wanted to ask you.
Sure.
Gino tells me you do some jamming over in the Starland Ballroom.
We do.
Oh, I
We're
love
playing
Starland.
there. Actually, I'm going to go through my dates later, but we're waiting for double secret confirmation. We're going to be playing with Zoso, which is a worldwide Led Zeppelin tribute in November.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, November 7th. It'll be our 4th time with them, Brian.
That's not the right date.
No, it's not. What is it? November 10th?
October 10th, I thought it was.
Oh, well, later this year when it's officially official, we're going to give you the right date.
In the fall.
Yeah.
Do you know the name of the promoter there?
I do, and I'll get that to you off the air.
Okay, yeah, because what I want to do is I want to send him some bands. I'm working with a couple of promoters, and I want to see if I can get the bands that are playing there to come on the show, do an interview, get some of their music, promote the Starland.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get, this whole thing linked together in this whole state.
Yeah. Where are you based out of?
I'm in Sayreville. I'm like 5 minutes from the
Oh, you're
Starland.
right there. All right.
That's good.
Yeah, he's by Starland.
Well, I'll get you the right date that we're playing there. But yeah, we're gonna.
It might be September. You don't know.
Yeah. Well, actually, September we're Rock to Adopt. I know that's a cause for you with the animals.
Yes. I haven't been there. Popcorn Park's there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing that September 16th. Does that sound right?
That sounds right.
We're gonna. It's a weekend festival, and we're gonna be playing Sunday afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Super.
Yeah.
And if you have a list of events like you're telling me, I'll promote the events on the show too.
Absolutely. We do have a bunch of events. We'll be going through them later in the show tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, John, just tell them that you give away
All right.
pizza coupons and all kinds of different things, right?
Gift cards,
Meals and different
tickets.
things. Tickets.
Yeah, like I'm trying to get like 2 tickets to each show of the bands that I promote to give out as prizes.
Mm-hmm. That's fantastic.
Including with beer?
I can't hear.
Oh, no. I was just joking with Steve. I said if he was going to include beer
Oh.
with the tickets.
Beer. I always have beer with tickets.
Yeah.
I usually take care of the guest
Okay.
services. So
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
Come right to you.
yeah, come see me.
Craft services.
Yeah.
But yeah, John, we'll talk. We'll definitely talk. And it's a pleasure meeting you.
Same here.
All right, my friend.
Where do you?
Yep.
Where you want me to contact you on your Facebook page?
Yeah, you'll be able to find me through DJ Danny.
Yeah, I tagged him in the post as well, John. Or you could reach out to me and I'll link you.
Yep.
Yeah. Why don't you send me the link in a message? I'll send you. Or do you have my phone number?
Yeah, I have your phone number and I have you on Facebook.
Okay. Can you send me the link to his page?
Yeah, I can send it after my show.
Okay, super.
Excellent. Thank you, John.
Oh, you're welcome. Again, nice to meet you, and we'll talk soon.
Indeed. Have a great night.
Thank you so much, John.
Okay, you too, Danny. You take care.
Yes, definitely. We also have Jimmy Deal tuning in, and he's awesome. He's going to be here in the show. I believe he's in July. Or no, he might be August. I think I just moved his date. But I know he says he knows you.
Who is that?
Jimmy Deal?
Probably. I don't know offhand.
Jimmy Deal is an old, I don't want to say old person, but he's an old DJ from WPLJ and WYNY.
Oh, yeah? I love him.
Jimmy, if you're tuning in, he loves you. Why don't you call in?
Jimmy is actually going to be working with us as a liaison.
Oh, is that cool? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, he's
cool.
going to be doing some
So we
stuff
have
with
some
us.
stuff
Yeah.
going on, definitely.
Yeah. Last night, I haven't slept
Oh my gosh.
much.
What happened?
Nothing bad. I mean,
Oh.
I got up around
The
3.
way
Plus
he
the
said
boss
that.
happened.
No, I got up,
war.
yeah, I got up around 3:30 yesterday morning and wound up taking care of some work, and then going out to Philadelphia in the afternoon, and seeing a show by Ross the Boss, which Ross the Boss. Yeah, I'm wearing the wristband. I haven't even.
I was going to ask him about that in the show.
Yeah, Ross the Boss.
That's actually a tag from a mental hospital. We busted him out last
I'm
night.
I'm okay. But he was in Man of War and The Dictators. Brilliant guitar player. And my good buddy, partner in music, Franco Frasetti, we got a photo pass, and I did an interview with him yesterday. So I've been dedicating a lot of my time to being awake with other artists as well.
Or reaching out.
Reaching out. I mean,
Are you looking for collaborations? Do you guys do collaborations?
what is that?
Collaborations?
With other artists.
Collaborations? Well, we did with
Collabs.
Bill.
Yeah.
Collabs.
Yes, collabs. Well, I mean, like, another singer-songwriter or something with you.
It's not out of the question, but not
Yeah.
much. We once in a while will have we've had guitar players sit in with us or whatever.
Okay.
But
Or you've done, like, a song or something where they collab?
Yeah.
Or is it mostly live, or does it make it on your album?
usually live,
Yeah.
because like we had Granny Four Barrel sing a couple songs with us. Granny is amazing.
Yeah.
Drove like hours and hours and hours to do a couple songs with us.
Yeah, Terry said he lived in Rochester, right? Rochester, New York, drove all the way down.
Yeah. And we were playing with Legends LA Guns. So we're out there. I mean, I interviewed Rick Derringer, who's one of the biggest guitar players of the 70s, a couple weeks ago. We got Ross the Boss yesterday. Joe Elliott has been in our fold this week. So I am all about the music, whether it's ripped or stuff I just enjoy.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And it's always nice to get to know, who your guests are or the band and how you all met, as we did earlier.
Yeah.
It's also great to know who have you recently, maybe who you guys played with.
Well, let's see here. We're one of the best shows. One of the best shows we've ever done. We haven't
Brian
done.
was about to say it.
Well, he knows. He knows what we're thinking there.
Yeah.
One of the best shows ever.
Mahogany Rush.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush.
Yeah.
We're playing with Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush.
Yeah.
April 16th.
Right. That's about the best thing because when we get offered gigs with different big bands, we've played with different people.
Yes.
Like the ultimate thing for us, because of like the music that we both like, would be anything related to Alice Cooper, Deep Purple, UFO, or Thin Lizzy, or even members of those bands
Black
on
Sabbath?
their own.
Yes.
Black Sabbath, yeah, maybe.
I think I saw that in your inspirations on Facebook, like under Ripped.
Yeah.
Maybe
Probably
it
on the
mixed
Reverb
with
Nation.
other
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I think you guys put the Beatles too.
Probably. I mean, they can write songs.
I don't know who wrote that, so
I think a lot of bands don't admit it, but they got to have the Beatles somewhere in there. I mean, I listened to interviews with all sorts of music. Even Ozzy Osbourne himself, he said the Beatles. Phil Collins, the Beatles. I mean, two different, totally opposite.
Oh, he said Phil Collins?
Phil Collins said he was the Beatles. And, of course, Ozzy, he said the Beatles influenced him. So the Beatles influenced practically
Well, the Beatles were the
Beatles
first
changed the world.
self-contained
Hello,
band.
you're on the DJ
Yeah.
Danny show.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a caller, guys.
Okay, hello.
Is it Paul McCartney? He's even touching.
Is it
Yeah,
Jimmy
he's
Deal?
been around lately.
It might be Jimmy Deal. I don't know who it is. Hello, you're on the DJ Danny show.
Hi there. How you doing? This is Derek in El Paso, long-term friend of Steve's there. Just wanted to shout out, Steve. How you doing?
Hey, Derek, how are you,
Hey,
brother?
Steve's friends.
This,
All right.
yeah, he was a neighbor of mine. He lived right around the corner.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
what's up, buddy? I haven't talked to you in ages.
Yeah.
You
Anyway,
re-
I remember hanging out with Steve, and he'd be playing his guitar in his room, and he would never stop. He would just keep going and going.
Like the Energizer.
That sounds like him now, though, right? Do you still do that?
Oh, yeah.
Or do you take breaks?
Steve's a rocker, trust me. He's hardcore rock.
Yeah. But yeah, those, we were kids, man. We were,
Yeah.
Derek could tell you the stories from the young days, yeah.
Oh, boy. I want to hear one. Continue.
You got a
Please.
story? I don't know.
May I hear a story, Derek? Because you called in.
All right, okay. Is it a story about me, Steve?
No, we were asking you. I don't know nothing. I lived it. I don't remember it.
Whatever you would like to share.
We don't have extradition from El Paso back to Kearney, so I think you're cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Nah, but
Hey, I'm always showing your video off down here on LA Woman, Steve.
L.A. Woman. Yes, one of our cover songs. Yeah.
Okay.
Very cool. That's with the dancing girl, right?
Yeah. DJ, have you seen that yet?
I've not. Can you
She's
link
not
me?
old enough to see that video yet.
I think
that the
I'm
one
older. I'm gonna
Charles
be
made?
23 in a week.
No, you have to be 27.
Oh. My sister can't see it yet either.
My daughter's 23, and she went to a Rip show. She could handle it, I think.
Okay. I'm just a little
I'm always-
overprotective.
Is it because my
Yeah,
dad's
I'm
the
always
owner of the
watching you
station?
guys.
Yeah,
I'm
I
always
appreciate
watching
that,
you guys
man.
when you play on Facebook, Steve.
I appreciate
So
it, man.
next time I'm up there, I will try to catch you. All right?
Absolutely, man. We got quite a few shows coming up this year, and
He's
they're
gonna
all pretty
promote
big
them
ones.
shortly.
Yep. All right,
All
brother.
right, Steve.
Hey, thanks for
Hopefully I'll
reaching out,
catch you on
man.
the next trip.
Indeed, man. Thank you. That was pleasant.
Awesome.
Very cool. Thanks, Derek.
The funniest thing is sometimes I don't really post the number, which I haven't, and the number is nowhere unless people are tuning in and going to the website to get the number.
That's very cool. Yeah.
So as you could tell, the number is not posted on
Yeah.
the live. And sometimes we do, but it also depends on you guys if you want to take phone calls and stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes if you don't, then you still deal with phone calls.
Don't worry,
Right.
nobody's going to call for me, I'm pretty sure, unless it's the cops.
Or your
I
probation
would have bet
officer.
the same thing. So
Yeah.
I don't know. You
Well-
never know.
As long as they don't know where the studio is, I'm all right.
So Derek was like a childhood friend?
Yeah, he lived around the corner.
Okay, and you haven't spoken to him in a while?
No, he lives in El Paso.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But he's tuning in for
That's
you.
very cool.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's a
Yeah.
good friend. See?
That's very nice. Yes. Thanks, buddy.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
really is. So with the music that you have, because I know you said you have new stuff coming out.
Yes.
Is there like a release date? Are they still in the works? What do you have pending?
It's tough because I'm not even sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Maybe Brian has ideas we can discuss. But I'm not even sure how to release it anymore because CDs are dead, records are back, cassettes are back. Spotify is everywhere. People are making $1.97 on Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify.
Spotify is good. Definitely do Spotify. Amazon Music is good too.
Well, Spotify. I was reading an article. Roseanne Cash, she's Johnny Cash's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She had like 250,000 downloads of her album. 250,000.
Yeah.
She made like $50.
I know.
I mean, and
It's sad.
I mean,
That's righteous.
I
what?
make
Oh, it's that bad. It really is.
quarter of a
Well,
million
don't do
downloads or
Spotify.
something.
No,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
It's so-
It just doesn't seem to be like you can make more playing the corner bar in a bar band
Yeah.
and
Well, you know
less
what?
with less effort.
It might also be for the exposure and the certain type of the people that
Yeah, but-
know of who you
but
are.
exposure doesn't pay for my haircut.
Or
That's why
make
it's
it
so
viral.
long.
No, but you know what I mean? Like if your music gets viral, then it gets more
Yeah.
hits, more views, more downloads kind of thing. So that's also
Yeah, it's tough. Though.
shot.
You don't know the right way to go anymore. The business is difficult. I mean, to say the least.
Well, I remember the Queens of the Stone Age. It wasn't the most recent album. It was the one before. They did like 1 million units their first week. I think of like Clockwork was the album. In the age of like, oh, nobody buys CDs anymore. It's like, well, somebody bought 1 million of those.
Yeah.
You know,
I
it's
still think CDs are in. I like CDs.
I like them. It's just I don't know.
I like getting autographs on CDs.
Yeah,
Well,
well, that's
exactly.
what it is. It's good for like merch,
Yeah.
and to autograph and give somebody a signed
And to
copy.
get, a little bit of bucks for it,
Right,
for all
the-
the work that you put in on these.
the other thing too. I like hard copies. I just bought some DVDs by a band called UFO, a bunch of their stuff.
Okay.
And people say, well, why? It's all on YouTube. Everything's on YouTube until somebody gets in an argument with somebody or sues somebody. And
It gets taken off.
like, yeah, or for instance, I was trying to just look up Jimi Hendrix.
Okay.
And every song I put in was like some guy my age playing Hendrix in his bedroom or, at his little studio playing Purple Haze. Except I looked up All on the Watchtower, and I got that with
Because
the
it's
Hendrix
Bob
version
Dylan.
because Bob Dylan wrote that song.
Yeah.
So because depending on who it is, the Hendrix family in particular, so tightly controlled that I couldn't listen to. What the hell am I supposed to do? Easy Rider. I found some crappy live version.
Wait, but I don't understand that.
Well,
Like, is that just YouTube with like anything you listen to? That's
Well,
probably why it
it-
takes me
well-
forever to find a song.
Well, it could be. It depends on who it is. I mean, Zeppelin and the Beatles in particular used to be legendary
Yeah.
for being not releasing their stuff to Apple or to jukeboxes. Like you'd go to a jukebox and you'd go to find Led Zeppelin and you'd find like 2 songs. But a band that maybe isn't like UFO, we've mentioned them a few times.
Yeah.
UFO, we could find everything because UFO wanted their stuff on there to make their 5 cents a play or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Steve and I
But-
were talking about that kind of before we picked you up tonight, Brian.
Yeah.
It was like,
Oh, you guys all rode together. I totally forgot that
Yeah.
too. You all rode.
We like each other. It's interesting.
That's good.
That's
I like
strange.
that though.
Everybody gets along.
But
Yeah,
you guys
right?
all really do enjoy each
Well, even
other's
if they hate
company.
me, they got to be nice to me because I'm driving.
Well, tonight anyway.
It is where the liquor store
At
is.
least tonight,
yeah,
yeah.
I was gonna say you're probably gonna get beer anyway, so that's probably another
No,
thing. but-
we wouldn't do that. We're responsible adults.
Yeah.
I love how he laughed on air though. He didn't even look to the side
Nope.
and say anything. He just
I let
went,
it. I don't hide it.
Awesome. So I know you have some gigs you want to promote, so we can
Yeah,
definitely do
well-
that. And then
I want everybody to get tickets for the Debonair Music Hall with Ripped and Frank Marino, Mahogany Rush, but it's sold out.
oh boy,
People procrastinated,
Bad problem.
and now you can't come. Now you can't come.
That's it. Now you
You
can't
know?
leave.
so you need people to not go, and then they can buy tickets.
No, sold out. 100% capacity.
Okay.
And
Well, if you
which
have
is,
a-
I want
But-
more of our people there. And I was telling people, tell them, it's about to be sold out.
And now
And
it's
people were
completely sold
contacting
out.
me
late.
Weeks afterwards, can you get me? Did you save me for? Did you
It
save
might
me-
have been also maybe they didn't get paid right away
I
depending on
know,
the
I
ticket.
know.
That always sucks.
Well, this
Payday
is the
sucks.
good thing. We're playing the Lizzie Rose Music Room in Tuckerton, New Jersey, on Saturday, June 27th. Tickets are available. It's a wonderful music room. We played there with Matt O'Ree. Remember that?
Yeah, that was fun.
It's a good room. This
Yeah.
time we're headlining.
They bought us subs.
They did. They
Oh, wait.
actually.
And we were the opener.
Who
What do we
else
get
is
now that
with
we're
you guys?
headliner?
Because you're the headliner.
Two
So
subs.
do you have
Yeah.
openers?
We're going to have an opener.
Hot subs.
Somebody's scheduled, but we're going to have to switch that.
Okay.
I believe they don't get along as well as we do, and they broke up.
Oh, all right then.
However,
Do we still need an opening act for that show?
we do.
Okay,
We do.
then I got a text.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. The Lizzie Rose Music Room. Tickets are online now. Saturday, June 27th. It's great sound, a great room, great vibe, and it's early. It's a Saturday,
Yeah.
BYOB. Get tickets. It's going to sell out. Get tickets. Just go online. Don't
How much
ask.
are tickets? Do you know?
I believe they're 25.
Okay, it's not
I
bad.
believe they're 25.
Tuckerton, is that brick?
It's on Route 9 in Southern Ocean County.
It's
I
just
only
before
know
By
you
the
go to City.
Mason-Dixon line.
I only know Route 9 because of Checkers.
It is on Route 9 though. It's Main Street, Tuckerton, and it is Route 9.
Okay, so leaving, I could still go to Checkers
Yes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
because we take Route 9 every time we leave Lakewood for the Strand Theater.
Ah, yeah.
Have you ever tried to get there? Because we have
The
connections.
Strand? Not yet, no.
Are you looking to?
I'm looking to play anywhere where they'll let me in.
Well, the Strand is an amazing theater.
It is. I've seen.
I've seen so
Yeah.
many shows there. I've seen a band. I saw the Remember the Carpenters tribute tour.
Yeah, I saw that.
Beautiful,
lately.
amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
And everything. So if you're looking for a connection there, we have one.
Good.
We're good friends with Lori Davis, who is in charge of normally the management there and also the productions.
Okay.
So she can get your foot in the door or so
Yeah,
forth
yeah.
like that. So we can have her reach out to you or you reach out to her if
Wow.
that's another thing you'd like to do.
Yeah, tell her. Is she listening now? Because we want to play with Alive 75.
Okay. Doc G, tell Lori Davis to tune in.
Right, Brian? That's the right gig. Alive 75.
Doc G, see if Lori Davis can call in or tune
Yeah, but
in.
I'm listening to you on my phone. What would I call her with?
Don't worry about it. She'll watch the rerun.
But I'll reach out to her after the show.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. That's perfect. Because we'll see if she can reach out to Steven afterwards, too.
I tell you what, I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you.
Well, I always try to have an opportunity when I have guests on my show.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
always be that person when you come to me. I have connections to get you to that next step.
Steve, your success is our success.
Yeah, well, that's the way to live your life, really. I like the win-win attitude in every aspect of things I do. When you do good by people, it boomerangs and comes right back to you. Maybe not from the same source, but you put it out in the universe, and yeah, it's out
Well,
there.
it's not
like-
karma you're talking about, correct?
Basically,
or you
yeah.
are? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, a
Because you
little.
said it boomerangs.
Also,
so.
Well, same. Yeah, no.
a positive attitude.
That's,
Usually.
That's-
Something me and Steve have talked about a lot lately.
Yep. That's me 100% during the day, especially on my radio show. I have the most positive energy. That's why everybody wants to be on my show. It's
Yeah.
crazy. But I enjoy what I do, and I love having you guys here. So,
Thank you.
so the Lizzie
The
show.
Lizzie Rose Music Room. It's online, like I said. Tickets are available online. You don't have to call me and ask me to save you 2 or 4 or 6. Just get them from the Lizzie Rose Music Room, and we are expecting a sellout.
That's awesome.
So, you're missing Frank Marino and Rip. Don't keep doing this to yourselves.
Well, that definitely is really
Stop
exciting.
the
I hope
madness.
everybody gets tickets for that.
Yeah, I
Did
was-
you have other gigs?
We do. We got Rock to Adopt.
Okay, that's June, right?
Yeah, that's actually in September.
Okay.
We switched it from the beginning of summer to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you
because-
normally in charge of that?
I'm
Or
not in
there.
charge of anything.
You're just in charge of your band.
Not
think
even
that's,
that.
what is that,
I
Donna-
suggest things and they show up or they
What's
don't.
her name, Steve? Donna
Donna Torres.
Right?
Donna,
Yeah.
you're the one
Donna,
in charge of
Donna, and Peter
it. Okay,
started
didn't they
it.
used to do it in June?
Yeah, they used to do it. In
Okay,
June.
so they moved it.
It turns out it was very hot at a lot of the Rock to Adopt, so we switched this to September, which was actually a cooler month typically.
Yeah, it's
We
fun.
just hope it doesn't rain.
It's a little bit cooler.
Oh,
yeah.
we always hope that. But
Is you gonna have a rain date? Do you know?
no, there is no rain date, but that's okay. People get tickets, and The bonus is we have about 18 bands playing and performers.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's the bonus. Now, let's say it rains or you have a cold that day and you can't make it. You still donated to the zoo and to the animals.
Yeah, to help with that.
Yeah, so I mean, I say even if you live in Texas, like Derek, you donate to the cause and come to the show if you can. But it's all about the cause.
Yeah, I was trying to get to that show for 3 years and finally made it this past year and was blown away. I mean, the bands, Flat Lever was there, Tilted.
Ooh, more people I can get on my show.
I'm probably pretty sure they would be more than happy to come on. Excellent bands, and I mean, it opened me up. So now I'm going around. I used to just basically tag along with Ripped. Now I'm like, I'm all over the place. I'm just flying all over.
He knows everybody.
It's great for cross promotion.
Awesome, but isn't it? It's so much fun networking. It really is.
It's great because it turns out like one of the guys in Tilted, their singer Billy Dean, we went to school together. Yeah. So I like hang out with Bill. I met Steve, their guitar player. How do you say his last name?
Kavico.
Kavico, yeah. He's a really, really cool guy and super, super into Kiss. I mean,
yeah.
Like Steve here is into Alice Cooper. Steve Kavico is into
Frank
Kiss.
Marino.
Yeah, Frank Marino coming up. Don't forget, April 16th. You can't get tickets.
Yeah, there you go. That's you definitely have to do your plug.
Contact me. I got 2. It's going to cost you.
Oh, come on. I thought you were giving away free ones. You made it sound like you were about to. Now you're going to miss all the callers that are going to call in.
I'm terrible.
My silly friends, a lot of people, when they found out the Frank Marino Rip show sold out, said, ooh, my tickets are valuable.
Oh, yeah. Well, when they first announced it, I told Steve, it says, when you get tickets, let me know. I mean, Frank Marino is a legend.
Yeah.
He's just legendary.
That's why it
guitar
sold
player.
out, right?
Yeah.
How much were tickets? Do you know?
What was
$30.
Was it 30? Yeah, it was 30.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. I thought you were going to say like 200.
Yeah, to see a guy of Frank's level.
Yeah.
In a venue this small, it's a no-brainer.
And what's great, Rip's letting them close their show.
That's very nice of those guys.
Yeah.
Actually, we met Frank years ago at a show. Another friend of mine know him. And one thing I found to be true, I don't know, you're interviewing people on your radio show. The nicest people are sometimes the people who are the real people, like the people who are higher up.
Oh, yes.
The crap you get, because I worked in a music store, and the people who come in, like Leslie West from Mountain. Leslie would be a little grouchy sometimes, but he was always a good guy. People who'd come in and like acting like, do you know who I am? They were in like some cover band that played like down the street. Like, while Leslie West from Mountain was like messing with an amp in back of them, not bothering anybody. It's just like, okay, that's why he's successful and you're not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they get an ego, and I just can't stand that.
Yeah, and Frank was a prince to us. He spent you got to find the photo of him laughing.
Yeah,
because I was making a face, and there's a shot of him going.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Laughing, but a great guy.
Well, when we met him, what was that, around 2004 or 5?
5 or 6, I say.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, I was working at Ashland.
Even then, I never dreamed that we'd be sharing a show with him.
Yeah, that's really worked out to the best synergy for. I mean, of all the bands we've played with, we've enjoyed Jeff Tate from Queensryche, Skid Row, Sebastian Bach from Skid Row, Yngwie Malmsteen. Several times. The Dictators, Ross the Boss.
Unbelievable.
Pat Denizio. I miss Pat. You know.
This guitar here, I don't think I've played it publicly since we backed Pat Denizio.
It was probably the last acoustic. Yeah, the acoustic gig.
Smithereens just played again just recently in Peekskill, I believe.
Yeah, Marshall Crenshaw is with him, right?
It wasn't Marshall Crenshaw. It was a guy that was with the Gin Blossoms. I can't remember his name.
Dave Perner?
No. It's
Dave
right now.
Dave Perner was in Soul Asylum.
Yeah. They just had something go on, and everybody was raving about how good it was, and that they all miss Pat too, and
I think it was Billy Milko in the Smithereens.
Maybe it was.
I just realized you said his name. I'm just a little slow when it comes to that thing, but I knew what you meant there, definitely. So, as for some of the songs that you chose for tonight, now did you do are you trying to do a mix of your first and second album, or your third, or how did you? You just pick the music that works with you.
What's the answer to that, Brian? I think we picked the music. What did we do?
Well, we only did one. We did Blood on the Sand.
Yes.
Yeah. Mainly because neither Steve or I is the lead singer.
Okay.
So we're
Yeah.
kind of doing like, okay, what can we do instrumental?
Yeah.
All right, that
you know.
makes sense. Well, that sounded really good.
Yeah, that's why we
So-
just wanted to give you a taste of
Yeah.
what we do. But
Let's hear another.
do we have something that we can jam on? What would you like to do?
Do something I can hum to.
Did you bring a
He wants
kazoo?
to join.
Yeah.
Did you bring a kazoo
You want
or a harmonica?
Half kazoo will travel.
Down dirty? Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. Sweet addiction? Without I'll break those acoustic strings doing that, but I'll do
Yeah,
it.
I know. Yeah, we don't really have an acoustic repertoire.
Yeah, because we don't have an acoustic repertoire. That's the
Yeah,
thing. Because we're not an acoustic band. We did this for you.
Yeah, no, I know that. I
Yeah,
This
appreciate
is a
that.
special live unplugged. On the
We
DJ Danny
played.
show.
I don't know how many gigs Ripped have done. Hundreds and hundreds of gigs. We've literally played like 3 times, maybe 4 acoustically.
Yeah.
Once
Plus
was
5, including this.
right.
Yeah.
But when we played
2020.
when we played with Pat D'Annunzio, we did an acoustic set.
Yeah.
But we had the whole band.
Okay.
Right.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
So drums and guitar. I had Alfieri's guitar. I had Alfieri's guitar, so I was plugged in
Yeah.
through an amp.
Then we played a Salsational live acoustically.
Yeah.
And what else? Oh, we did the record store, that A&M Records in Lyndhurst. We
Yeah.
did acoustic.
Did you do a
That was
place
good.
in Bordentown too? There was a place.
We didn't play that acoustically. We played with the Mugs.
That's right.
Yeah.
The Mugs are
That-
good.
Yeah.
They're out of Detroit.
Okay.
Anybody looking for an indie band, Ripped, start there. But don't forget the Mugs in Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like mugs, like the mug root beer? Or the monks?
The Mugs, M-U-G-G-S.
Oh, GG.
Yeah, GG. The
Like
Mugs.
G.G. Allen.
Yeah, like,
Ugly Mugs.
what's on your mugs?
There's your Mugs.
That's a mug.
You know, speaking of G.G. Allen, I don't know if
Oh, no.
Ross the Boss is listening. But we saw Ross the Boss last night, me and Franco Frasetti, the brilliant photographer.
Yeah, he's
The
good.
drummer took his shirt off for the set, which
It
I'm
wasn't
not.
him? Did he take off his
It
pants?
wasn't Philly.
No,
No.
you'd think a Sasquatch was seen in Philadelphia last night. Then.
Yes. However, the dude, I don't know why he took his shirt off. He should have at least had a tank top on. Brilliant band. Whenever you know the bass player, it's Mike LaPond. Mike LaPond, Symphony X.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Also with Metal Mike.
Oh, okay.
So it's so Mike LaPond's doing all this crazy 8-string bass stuff. Doing whenever he went to do a bass feature, the drummer took a couple bites out of his sandwich. I don't know if it was an inside joke with the Ross the Boss band or what was going on.
Yeah.
Wait, like
was
he really
weird.
ate a sandwich on stage?
He was eating a sandwich. He had it on his kettle drum. He was just like eating a sandwich whenever the bass player was, which was mind blowing. The guy's a great. He's like a combination
Maybe he
of
was
Lemmy
hungry.
and Geddy Lee or something.
Yeah.
And the guy was eating a sandwich, man. It was interesting.
He's living the dream.
And I was gonna say, and he was still playing, or he finished
No,
eating
no,
and
no,
then
no.
played?
He would eat while everybody was enjoying the bass solos. And then he would come in, he'd put a sandwich down, and then he'd come in and do what he had to do. But when you said G.G. Allen, the reason was I mentioned G.G. Allen last night to Franco.
Oh, really?
Because he was like, he
Okay, yeah.
was like, because G.G. Allen's drummer would play nude.
Oh my gosh.
I think he went by the name Dino Sex or Dino Sex.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
You know all the stories.
Yeah.
That G.G. Allen.
Oh
you
my
don't
gosh.
even want to look him
Yeah,
up.
don't even.
I think I'm
don't
scared
even,
to.
Yeah, don't,
Disable images before you do.
yeah,
Yeah,
don't Wikipedia him.
He's got a documentary called
Yeah.
G.G. Allen Hated. What a bunch of footage that is. He never played the same venue twice. Nobody would have him back.
Why
So,
is that?
yeah, you're-
Oh, because of the newness?
Well, it was more
other
than
things, but
nudity. It was,
let's put it this way: you do not want to lose your innocence to that. You're a nice, charming,
Yeah.
lovely young lady.
Thank you.
Do not. If you want to be ruined, you want to lose your soul.
I'll tell you, as
Go
a
look up G.G. Allen.
vocalist of sorts, I would not want to use a microphone after him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to speak in.
Exactly. Imagine some bleeding pig leaning into your microphone, you know?
Yeah, it's
They'd get pushed.
Yeah.
But
He's never been called that before. That was a little harsh of me.
Yeah.
Or it was a
Shame,
little.
oh my goodness,
Not
I thought that was
inaccurate.
you being nice.
Yeah.
It's not inaccurate.
It's not inaccurate.
All right, Doc G, cat of the week. All right,
ooh, cat of the week.
we're gonna do the two kitties real quick. We have Addie and Evie.
This is Train, and a new segment on the DJ Danny Show is Cats of the Week. 'Cause I was born in the wild.
Today on Peppy Kitty New York City, Cat of the Week, we have Addie. We have Addie and Evie. So I have two stories. So Addie has cerebral hypoplasmia, a non-progressive diagnosis. She was born with it. She will never get worse or better. Her cerebral hypoplasia is mild, moderate. She's able to eat, use the litter box, and get around. She's just a little messy. She loves to play and chase her sister Evie around. They're sweet girls, a little skittish, so some patience will be needed. We don't think she will need a specialized adopter, but an experienced cat owner is required. We would love to have them adopted together if possible. They like to be around you, they love to be pet, but they are not lap cats as they are a little more independent. They do get along with the resident cats also. Overall for kittens, they are pretty low maintenance girls. Addie and her sister Evie are around 4 months old. If anyone is interested in Addie or Evie, you guys can go to Puppy Kitty New York City, PUPPYKITTY, NYCITY.org, and they need help with fostering, transportation, and adoptions. Do you see the two little babies on the screen?
Oh, yeah.
That's the cats. And their
Where are
sisters.
they?
They're in New York. Is
They're
that?
in New York.
Yeah, they're located in New York or around like the Jersey area.
Okay.
And they have like foster moms or dads, that foster them. But they always need a home. Pets
Yeah,
always
my
need a home.
my
So.
girlfriend fostered dogs for a while, and that's what we just kind of like our hobby. We raise and train dogs.
Did you do that too? Do you foster?
I actually field trialed
Okay.
hunting dogs, and my fiance was showing dogs, and we wound up. She got involved with the field trial aspect of it, and
Okay.
that's how we kind
What
of met.
exactly is field trial? Because you said hunting, so you don't help them like.
No. Well,
Like,
field
what do
trial
you-
is they're graded on how they track the animal. It's like hunting where nothing gets hurt.
Oh, okay. All right. That sounds
So,
good to
yeah,
me.
yeah.
I was
Some
scared of the
people,
other aspect.
some people are squeamish about it, and I really don't like to talk about it too much because there's certain
Okay.
people that kind of get funny with it. But
Or
it's-
squeamish. Yeah, no,
yeah,
I
it's
understand.
I mean, we show dogs, and like with the Westminster Kennel Club shows.
Try to
and-
help them.
Yeah, and there's
Just-
people always looking to adopt their show champions and stuff. So.
Yeah. All right. There's nothing wrong
She
with
did
that.
foster work and stuff, and it's just a pretty rewarding
That's so awesome.
thing.
I'm
yeah.
so glad you guys did
And she
that.
litter trained me too, so it's always a good thing.
I did that to my cat. No. All right. Did you have some stuff you wanted to? I know he has some shout outs.
You did them. He introduced
do 'em
you.
again.
Oh, was that the two people
the
that
dedication.
Or
passed?
John Blevins from Kearney, who just passed away, who was in a band called Short Circuit. I'm friends with all the other guys in the band too.
Oh man.
Died
That's so
suddenly
rough.
on Saturday night, and my teacher Vic Juras, who died, about 2 months back, and all the Rip fans and all that, everything's going good. Looking forward to Frank Marino to seeing you, because a lot of them did get tickets.
Yeah.
Not as many as we'd like, but a lot of them did.
So your closest upcoming concert is the one in June, right now?
No, it's April 16th. Frank
April-
Marino.
Oh,
April
Frank
16th.
Marino is
Yeah.
April
Yeah,
16th. Okay.
We mentioned Tilted, which is like one of our compatible
good
bands that
band.
we always book with.
Okay.
We're doing the Brighton Bar with them at some point.
I think that's the November 7th one.
I think so.
Is that right? Yeah. But I'm going to have all the shows organized soon. You can always go to reverbnation.com/rippednj, and I keep everything up to date there. And if it's not up there yet, I'm just waiting for double secret confirmation.
And when you say double secret confirmation, are you referring to basically confirm it on both ends?
Yeah.
Is that what that means? I just tried to get a better idea of it. 'Cause
Yeah,
you keep
but
saying it
like
I'm
the
what?
Starland, for instance, the Starland. We're gonna play with Zoso. Like, it's almost set in stone.
Okay.
But I'm still waiting for the confirmation on the confirmation.
Okay.
There can be no misunderstandings with contracts and with tickets and with this and that and the other thing, and
the date, you got to
and the
make sure
date.
you guys both get the date right.
so we're playing in the Brighton Bar with Tilted. We're co-headlining somewhere in October, I believe. Is that what we said?
Is it October,
it's
Brian, or is it
November.
something else?
November, okay. And then it doesn't matter. Later in the year, I'm going to have everything up.
It's 2 hours
No,
sleep.
you're good. It's fine.
Oh,
You're good.
yeah. I've been up for 2 days. Did I mention that?
I know. Yeah, you have. But I love it. You look at him and
Maybe you
he's
should
just
do
like,
Sweet Addiction.
no.
And then we're also going to most likely be playing with Tilted at Starland Ballroom
Okay.
with the Zoso show. So we're waiting for all these components to be.
So Tilted sounds very familiar.
They're good guys out of New Jersey.
Okay.
Kiss influenced original rock and roll.
So are they a Kiss tribute?
No,
No.
original
Oh.
band.
Oh, okay. So
Yep.
they have but their inspiration is Kiss?
Yeah,
Kind of,
I would
sort
say
of?
so.
Okay.
They remind me a little bit of Blue Oyster Cult too.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just Billy's sunglasses. I'm not sure.
Maybe it's Steve's soft white underbelly.
Oh my!
Well, definitely. It's really exciting to listen to new music and stuff that you've recently had. Because, like I said, I've been linked to your stuff before. I also want to see the LA Lady.
LA Woman.
Yeah.
LA Woman.
You-
That's a Doors song.
Okay.
Every album we tend to do a cover song, which is a famous song from the past.
Yeah.
And that's one we did on our second album, King of the World, LA Woman by the Doors. And we kind of rocked it our way.
But you did a music video of it?
Somebody actually made it out of England.
Okay.
So someone got a dancing girl and put together some footage, and yeah,
What was Dancing Girl doing?
Nothing that you.
it's YouTube accessible,
Yeah,
so it's
you can,
okay.
You can see it and not
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
I think
didn't know if it was like blurry or
not go.
something.
Oh my God! I
It's
gotta.
not
I
like
gotta
from Smoke and
sanitize the
Bacon
studio
right
after
now.
these guys left.
yeah. No, we're not Gigi Allen. But anyway, I think we pretty much covered all bases. But if there's anything more you need to know, let me know.
Well, as you told everyone that was tuning in, the upcoming gigs that are going on, you told them where they can stay in contact with you in regards to.
Yeah, ReverbNation.com/RippedNJ, Facebook RippedNJ, and my Killer Keller page is where you'll find a lot of my information on interviews, like with Ross the Boss, Rick Derringer, Frank Marino. There's been somebody else recently. I'm
lose
busy
track
every
of the
day.
people you meet.
What's that?
I lose track of the people you meet.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I mean, you did like Dave Mustaine and
That's
all
right.
You did
And
a
I
bunch
forget
of people.
that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
It's amazing the amount of people you
Yeah.
got calling you.
Yeah. But
He
I'm,
likes the celeb status.
Well, you know what it is.
I'm trying to organize
Everybo-
everything.
Everybody
Yeah.
wants to be a friend of Killer Keller, and it just sometimes, it
That's
doesn't
what I
work out
wanted
for
to bring
them.
up. So, Killer Keller.
Killer Keller, yeah.
I know that's you.
That's me.
So, is that a name you go by as well, Steven? Or, like, what exactly
Killer
is that
Keller.
compared to Ripped?
Killer Keller.
Because you
I-
tagged me in that, and I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, Killer Keller. It's strange because it's almost like third person.
Okay.
It's like it is me, but when I'm doing interviews or waiting for my friend Franco Frassetti's photo pass and our meet and greet tickets, because we do a lot of shows together, they want to be photographed by Franco and they want to be interviewed by me, it seems.
Okay.
But me is Killer. So
Okay.
Killer is that guy that goes to the shows and
So, Killer's yourself, but another persona?
sort of, yeah. It seems like, because like last night I was up all night and
So were you Killer?
I was out as Killer. Yeah.
Yeah,
but I'm still Steve. But it's a
I
strange.
think Brian can say, I think we like Killer better than Steve.
Killer's
Well,
all right.
It,
I was
it
going
kind
to
of
say,
started.
is Killer fun-filled? Does Killer like to drink
Killer-
more and just have fun?
Killer can get carried away.
Yes, you can.
Killer can get carried away.
It, no,
That's what he says, right?
That's right.
it comes from also. We used to do Desperado. The song, not the Eagles song. The song Desperado.
Alice
by,
Cooper, yeah.
By Alice
Okay.
Cooper. And there's a line in it called "I'm a killer, I'm a clown." and he would change it to "I'm Steve Keller,
That's right.
I'm a clown."
And it's funny because I hardly remember that, but yeah, it's like in my circle of people.
Think about it next time
He
you're thinking
remembers
about
that.
firing me, buddy.
No, you got a non-disclosure.
Brian, where are my shoes?
So, do you also have a persona? Or you're just Brian?
Nah, I just have sunglasses.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask, so what do you feel with that?
Does
Does that help you get in your scene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hides his bags under your eyes, too.
Oh, were you up all
Nobody needs to
night?
know that.
Nah.
Were you up all night with him?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Nah, what was it? I was watching Netflix or something stupid.
I was Facebooking with
Oh, she
Keller
was very
and
good.
Franco when they were
Yeah, when we were out on the scene.
at Roster Balls, actually.
With Killer? With Keller?
Well, at the time it was Steve, but then it turned into Killer at the
Yeah.
end. So
Hey, I don't even know when that happens. I'm just out and about, and all of a sudden, Killer shows up.
Killer
It
shows
just
up.
feels different or something?
Yeah,
like
well,
that?
it depends on what I'm doing. And when I'm like with Judas Priest or talking to Rick Derringer, that's Killer. Killer's the guy that knows all the rock and roll history, and clarifies it with the guys that made the original music that we grew up loving.
Well, remember that you all here have a permanent access, especially you, and you also have gigs, or when you find out what your gigs are that are double secret confirmed.
I got them all right here.
You can always call in on the DJ
Make a
Danny show
mess.
no matter what and
Thank you.
promote, especially for anyone that's tuning in, because you never know if the other show that I have, maybe they're calling and they're asking when Stephen Keller's show is.
Mm-hmm.
So you never know.
Yep.
It's always promotion for yourself as well. But thank you all so much for being here.
Thank you for
I
having
did
us.
Thanks,
have a
Billy.
blast having you.
Thank you, Brian.
It was nice meeting all of you. It really was.
I am
And
honored.
Nice to see you again, Stephen.
I'm honored to
Our
be here.
official interview and our agreement and everything. So we
Yes.
we made it happen.
We
Yep,
made it happen.
honored to be
Years
here.
ago, right?
Yes,
we were talking
yes.
about this years ago.
Honored to be here. Honored to chauffeur Ripped. Honored to be their security procurer of alcoholic adult beverages and merchandise guy. Whatever I can do to help them
I'm
out.
pretty sure the
Throw an
last
occasional lyric or song to them if they record it. God bless them.
the last thing
Help
I,
them remember what they eat.
the last things I usually say as I'm going towards the stage is 2 Heinekens after the third song. Gotcha. And
It's
all of a
there.
sudden-
Is that what you drink, Heineken?
A lot of times.
I've never had Heineken.
Well,
oh no.
the last show
I'm scared to
with
now.
everybody with their illnesses, it was hey, can you get me a Coke?
Oh, that's right.
I almost fell down.
Yeah. We were
Why?
good.
Coke
huh?
is good.
That was
though.
Roxy and Dukes.
Yeah.
Man.
We weren't. It's been a tough winter.
Yeah.
I've never had Heineken. Only Corona and Miller Lite.
Well, you don't
We'll
want
hold
that
that against you.
coronavirus. You want the Heineken virus.
The coronavirus. So I literally have to dump down a bottle of Corona because of that. Okay.
Yeah.
No, definitely. But I really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you all.
real quick, the last show that you have going on,
What
like
last show?
the show that you have coming up that you confirmed, Frank Marino.
Frank Marino sold out, and then like I said, Lizzie Rose is pretty important. That's
When you want to promote.
yeah. You just go online. I mean, a lot of great acts play the Lizzie Rose
Do
music.
you know what the
room.
website is?
I believe it's LizzieRoseMusicRoom.org.
Okay.
But it's Lizzie Rose, and it's in Tuckerton, New Jersey. Get tickets for that. It's
Yeah.
an early night. If you like to stay up late, you
a
can
nice
go
little
out
club,
from
yeah.
there. If you like to go to bed
Bar
early,
hopping is always the best.
Yeah, it's not
Oh,
too
yeah.
late. So,
There's a couple little places around there, Tuckerton Bar and Grill, and a couple
Yeah,
of places,
yeah.
you know.
but
head on over
no,
after Lizzie Rose.
it's really a music aficionado place.
That's awesome.
Great sound.
Yeah,
It's,
there was
Fantastic stained glass
Reverb.
wall there.
yeah, and they have some they always have some really top name acts.
They do,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
good. It's
All
good that
right.
Rip finally got recognized for
Well,
a change.
thank you guys all so much for being here. I really had a blast having you. And with that note, DJ Danny Show is sponsored by. And we're out. Well, you like to play it in the beginning and the night. So
Thank you.
He's sabotaged.
Thank you very much.
you're welcome. Thank you.
I'm hoping to be in bed by 9:15.
Oh boy. After our pictures, right?
Smoke and Bacon. Smoke and Bacon Community Act. A
You'll go to
community-based social
sleep,
media
don't worry, I
platform with
promise
over
that.
20
You
different unique
downloading it now?
communities and growing. Designed as a ultimate social media platform for people who
download it as soon
question
as I
the
get home.
status quo, both those who are curious and those who ask WTF. You know what that
out.
Tired of being in Facebook jail? Is your content too edgy, raw, or free thinking? Well, we developed the Smoke and Bacon to be the platform for free thinkers and rebels to share what they believe. Additional community activities include social contests and giveaways, daily and nightly exciting live streams, new engaging communities launching monthly. Social media the way you want it. Available now in the Apple and Google Play stores. Join us today.